Burlington, and I just recently moved to Wilmington. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, except for yesterday at my church I had a big benefit concert for Camp Marcella, which is Camp for the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 5-hour concert. I played for probably 4 hours of it, plus organizing it all for the last 8 weeks. This morning I was in Wilmington setting up for a Red Balloon Brunch, and I played for 3 hours for a charity benefit. Then I drove up here, 2 hours away, support all kinds of music, except rap. I don't play rap. I don't play a lot of heavy country. And
do
I
a
play
little,
the piano and I sing
just
as well.
do a little bit of
Ellie
everything.
Baby?
What do you prefer? What you feel to do?
Well,
No, so
and I also
you
write
just
music.
say-
So here's what I would say. I don't think I have Melancholy Baby. I don't think this is the music that I bought. If I have it in there and you have a request, then I'll do that. Why don't we give me a style? So that's like 30s, 40s. Give me another. Is that a style that you want to hear?
Jazz.
Jazz. Let's go to the jazz book.
Oh, okay. So read it.
In years past, beginning with the day's dawning, the chirping of birds and the unrolling of an awning, a cheerful greeting in the midst of yawning, ushered in another sleepy town's morning. Shopkeepers relaxed with unlined faces, welcoming all into his good graces, sponsoring a team, touching all bases, living life simply, filling in the spaces. But as always, it's the little guy to take the fall, vacate or be crushed by the wrecking ball, while acres are leveled for a triple-tiered mall, and the lilt in one step is reduced to a crawl. Now traffic will increase tenfold, while store owners and residents are left in the cold, asked neither for their opinions nor polled. Everything, even lives, may ultimately be sold. Indigenous species displaced, farms plowed under, the distinctive way of life torn asunder by corporate boards' propensities to plunder, too blind to see the magnitude of their blunder. Where the good earth is paved and trees uprooted, the sounds of Mother Nature permanently muted, replaced by pollution and car horns being tooted. Main Street only a memory, its treasures looted.
Hide your dreams from sight. Hide your dreams at night. It could happen to you. Don't count stars when you're still. Someone drops a sign and down you turn. Keep that eye on spring. Run when change was real. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how yours would be. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And it happened to you.
At arm's distance, you sting less. The aura of thought only partially influenced when you're just beyond the grasp of the fingertips reaching. Reaching this wall will take time, rock climber. Bring enough rope. But I've grown tired of band-aids, you say. As you speak to the mirror, you call other. As you speak to the mirror, you call other. One who has grown tired of bleeding as well is also your reflection. We project to protect. Deflect fear at all costs, gliding over the snare, the awkward stare, never trapped, the air is home. Breathing is a welcome mat from angels. Breathing out a whisper of God. The price of being different and sensitive creates a man strong enough to cry. One unafraid of soft, one unafraid of beauty, one unafraid of the feminine. For a woman's understanding can save the world, for she pushes the world out of her. She is the embodiment of nurturing and transformation, while a man's forcefulness, overused, punishes the world with distance and separation, mind slaves made of entire nations, convincing them to celebrate death or rather slaughter, He is arrogance and condemnation,
Yes.
looking for its other half. Creates a man strong enough to cry if he has a heart. But is it about hearts or is it about brains? Can only ruby slippers traverse the yellow brick road? When did men become lines masquerading as tin men filled with straw? That awkward yellow brick road skipped to nowhere, no wizards and no magic. When did we really start believing we couldn't handle it? The truth finds us anyway. September 11th was planned by our government. You poor, poor thing. Let that reality sink in, and then tell your friends this. As she slept, Auntie Anne was Dorothy's Bin Laden. Mushroom clouds spin homes like tornadoes, no make-believe landing here, and the blood sparkles like severed feet. With no place like home, America is wide awake, plagued by a different kind of REM sleep, full-grown, where the images are chosen for you. Because at arm's distance, the remote control creates the American point of view. On the one hand, we have realization. On the other, a prosthetic. A severed arm amidst the thrown limbs waged in war. This one belongs to a 19-year-old from the Midwest trying to pay for school. Missing, it stings less. And he cannot bring himself to type the way he used to. With missing arms for eyes, he looks at the television screen and tries to change a channel with a thought that reaches the fingertips of some dead hand in Afghanistan. And in that moment, he remembers that his hugs will never feel the same again.
Colors that render my brain to near submission. What a force becomes the air, feeding my lungs, but torturing my mind as it forces another day of confoundment and angst. If only that face my eyes had never witnessed, it would have afforded me the peace and the blandness that I had come to embrace. Sorry I'm late. I'm sorry for the interruption.
You are exactly on time.
And suddenly that pain will never be the same to me. Maria, I just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria, say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. Maria, 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 Maria. Say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. The most beautiful sound I